Good evening, everyone. Kalla here. Welcome to my live stream. Glad you could make it today. So, it is the last book of the Twisted Wonderland Nightmare Before Christmas Halloween event. Last time, the boys were searching for us and Grim and Jack with varying degrees of success. While being attempted to be stopped by Lock, Shock and Barrel, who were not doing a very good job of it. They were good distractions a little bit. So anyway, last part. The guys still need to save us, and also get Halloween off without a hitch. So let's see then. Did I level up my riddle yet? A little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. Eventually he'll be very useful. Alright. A fight. Speaking of riddles, we need one. Two team for fire, please. You know what? We don't actually need to be that strong. Let's bring my riddle. Where's my riddle? I'm sure I leveled him a little bit. At this point, I feel I must have missed him. Or did I just... Is he still... No, he's still level 1! He is still level 1. His spells are what I've been leveling. Yeah, the Teapot Tyrant, I had wanted him for a while, but not at the expense of my pity. Ah, there it is. That wondrous hill is my absolute favorite place in Halloween Town. Oh dear, my apologies. How thoughtless of me. Surely we'll be fine all the way out here. I'll remove your gag. Jack's bones are digging into my haunch from one end. My human's feet are hitting me from the other. This is one lousy bathtub. If you didn't have me tied up so tight, I'd already be out of here. The bathtub's walking. Grim. Please find it in your hearts to understand. This was the only way I had to transport all you lovely individuals. You and your smug attitude. If I wasn't stuck in this cramped tub, I'd burn you to cinders. My, how frightening. How long are you gonna keep us like this? And what are you gonna do with us? Fret not, my fine furry friend. I simply need you to spend a while keeping quiet in this beautiful place. That's all. Grim and quiet don't go together very well, Scully. Just sit tight until Halloween is over. You can do that, can't you? Oh! Ow! Zero to the rescue! Dear me, what truly exceptional people! It seems they've already found me. But no matter, you're still not going free. Oh, I do appreciate learning that we're not pumpkins anymore. We are past pumpkin. Halloween is mine. I was wondering who it might be. It's strange, though. Somewhere deep down I had a feeling you'd be the first to reach me. Good evening, Sevek. Such a fine encounter is deserving of a courtesy kiss. I finally found you, Scully. What is going through your head? Why would you do this to Jack Skellington, much less the others? Shh, lower your voice. A clamour ill befits such an evening. Isn't the full moon simply stunning? Yet the more I gaze upon it, the more I feel a sense of melancholy. I can't help but wonder why that might be. What is it that makes me feel this way? Does this moon make you feel sorrowful as well, Sevek? I suppose it's my fault for expecting you to talk sensibly for once. There can only be one reason for your inability to savour the brightness of this magnificent moon. The darkness of your own heart. I see. It's strange. That makes me feel disappointment and acceptance all at once. Where are Jack Skellington, Kalla, and Grimm? They'd better all be safe. Of course they are. I would never dream of treating them poorly. Like turning us into pumpkins, tying us up, and putting us in a walking bathtub. Clearly not treating us poorly. And in the case of Jack, drugging him? What is your standard for treating someone poorly, Scully? They're all resting peacefully right now. I'd say it was pretty poor treatment taking them captive after they refused to agree with you. You know, since you understand what it means to revere someone, I thought we at least had a little in common. Yet here you are, engaging in a barbaric act. I'm disappointed in you, Scully J. Graves. I shall accept all of your criticism. After all, who could possibly understand the emptiness I feel? Mr. Skellington was nothing like I've envisioned. He rejected my Halloween and exclusively favoured other people's ideas for their holiday over mine. Could he be no different from the rest of the raucous, uncouth, foolish rabble? Him? A Pumpkin King? That would just be tragic. I won't stand for any further desecration of my ideals of Halloween. Not even from Jack Skellington. Scully, what a fool you are! Zero, get out of here and find someplace safe. Aww. I'll be fine, don't worry about me. Yeah, right? Never meet your heroes. They'll never stand up to the version in your mind. Because they're real people. And not ideals. I mean, for a certain, in terms of Jack Skellington, for a certain value of real, And people. If I'm to make him see through these clouded eyes of his, I must rescue Jack. I'd prefer not to directly engage you in combat, but I suppose this is how it must be. All that I do for my beloved Halloween. I shall put myself on the line and fight. You shall never have my Halloween.
Halloween.
Oof. Misses, huh? Did he not learn to share? Well, given that he apparently spends every Halloween on his own in a dark room with a pumpkin, I guess not. How careless of me, deflected again. It would appear our magical prowess is nearly equal. Quite the dramatic confrontation, wouldn't you say? Perhaps this was meant to be. Absurd! Did you come to Halloween Town just to set yourself up for disappointment? Your words are so biting, Sevek. Disappointment. You know, you're right. There's an emptiness in my heart where my longing once resided. That must be why I'm in such anguish. He means to finish this fight with his signature spell. I can't allow him to cast that on me. If I'm turned into a jack-o'-lantern, I'll be immobilized and as good as defeated. No ordinary tactic could let me evade a spell that fires at speed. A potential countermeasure, though. I could use my signature spell to turn myself to lightning and paralyze Scully. Do it, Sevek! I mean, there's no guarantee it'll go off without a hitch, but do your best. In terms of raw force and speed, that's my only option. But after I use that spell, the backlash leaves me staggered and struggling to move. If I miss, I'll be a sitting duck. Yes, but also, if you get hit by his spell, you'll also be a sitting duck, so... If you're gonna be potentially a sitting duck either way, you might as well do the way that might actually let you win first. Scully said he can't use his spell in quick succession. That means... longing to the point of anguish, unending torment, emptiness. Surely, Sevek, surely you understand, right? I only have one shot at this. Now is the moment to make it count. Let the lantern be lit. Lightning pierce the stormy skies. Scary night, living bolt. Yeah. Why did I hear glass shatter? Yeah. It seems the battle has been decided. Was that flash and shockwave just now? Lightning? With incredible speed. So that's your signature spell, Sebek. Ah, that's the glass that cracked. It was his sunglasses. You can't use your signature spell anymore. Which means I win. Release Jack Skellington. But I don't wanna. Still you resist, don't be obstinate. The battle is over, accept defeat. I don't wanna. I have to protect Halloween. I have to protect what I love most. Scary night. What? How? I thought you couldn't use your signature spell. Were you lying to us? No, you weren't. You just mastered your signature spell at this very moment. My care for Halloween, my love, it triumphed over your magic. I was outmatched in signature spell mastery. Oh, how woefully undertrained I am. I should have trained harder. If only I hadn't lowered my guard then. No, these are all simply excuses. I failed you, my liege. Oh, Sebek, how charming it is, the way that even now Malleus is foremost in your thoughts. I have naught but the utmost respect for your deep loyalty. Indeed, I envy you, Sebek. If only Jack Skellington was as steadfast as Malleus, then I never would have resorted to this. I would have kept believing in him as you believe in your liege, if only he hadn't betrayed me. I am fully convinced you have never experienced the despair and sorrow I presently feel. After all, unlike you, the ideals I cherished were all a mistake. Are you suggesting this is all Jack's fault? What an egregious shifting of blame. Take a look at yourself now. You're out here sulking alone, ruining the Halloween others were preparing, abducting defenseless people. That's all you. That has nothing to do with Malleus or Jack Skellington. Only your own selfishness. Shut up. Just shut up. Stop talking. A pumpkin is in no position to lecture me. I'm only a pumpkin because you made me one. Oops, I think I went a little too loud on that one. Sorry. Enough shouting! Haven't I told you countless times that I don't like raucous noise-making? Perhaps more extreme measures are required to get my point across. Is there nothing I can do? Jamo? It's gotta be one of the other SSR boys, right? Now that's a relatable complaint right there. Nope. Nope. It was Leona. Now that's a relatable complaint right there. This Crocopunk really is unbearably obnoxious. At least I think Crocopunk is Leona, right? Well, yeah, that rather proves it, doesn't it? Guest character Leona. Right, we require water, 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 water. Water. Yeah, this'll do. Actually, no, wait, maybe I should have gone more specific. Given that this is slightly more difficult than fighting Lock, Shock and Barrel. It's fine. You're saying what I'm always thinking. Yes, we're on the same wavelength, ha, Scully. Leona! Leona! I resent being called obnoxious when the only thing I do is state hard facts. No, you're obnoxious, Sebek. The only thing, huh? Don't make me laugh. You charged in alone and got yourself turned into a jack-o'-lantern. Classic croco-punk. Way I see it, the only thing you ever do is rush headlong into trouble. If I hadn't heard your loudmouthed shouting, Scully would have beaten you into pumpkin puree. You know, on second thoughts, that might have been a useful learning experience for you. Should I come back later? Ugh, it vexes me that I can't even argue. Loud-mouthed shouting. That explains why Sebek's been talking so loudly this whole time. No. Scully, you're giving him too much credit. That wasn't strategy, Scully. That's just how Sebek is. That's just Sebek. There was no strategy to that. He was alerting you and all of your companions to his whereabouts. Nah, you're giving him way too much credit. He's just that loud. You're wrong! That was all part of my plan. Sebek, dude, you expect us to believe that you had a plan? Or rather, a plan beyond going, Scully, surely you're like me because Jack is to you as Melius is to me, and surely you'll let him go because you love him so much. I believe that was about the extent of your plan, Sebek. Anyway, looks like you've been having a grand old time with our herbivore. Did I see what's coming? Yes, I did look at that. Allow me to remind myself. Yeah, it's the Coral Sea event, right? And the board game club, yes. I can't afford to pull for them. As much as that would definitely be my club. I am in savings mode for a while after this one. Hey, Heike, how you doing? So let me in on the fun. Oh dear! Yeah, Scully. Oh dear. You just barely survived fighting another first, yeah? Enjoy playing with Leona, will you?
本気を出すか。
なんと哀れなお。行くぞ。沈んで。ほら、すべてうまくいっ。
This time for sure. King's Roar. My spell turned to sand yet again. It's no use. None of my spells can touch him. Some threat you are. This is rather lopsided. I wasn't expecting such a glaring difference in capabilities. He may be a foolish human who defies the great Malleus, but I must grudgingly respect his skill in magic, if nothing else. Once again, Sebek. Clearly not a human over there. That's a beast folk. Not a human. Sebek, do you need an eye test? Did you not see the ears? Who would have imagined someone so utterly irksome would make for such a fine ally? Hey, Crocopunk. Want me to punt that pumpkin body of yours into next Tuesday? Can't maintain the spell any longer. Aw, Gemma's not gonna have a try at him. Oh, excellent, I'm back to normal. Oh, hey, so you are. Yep, right back to the same idiotic face as usual. Why are you addressing a garden pumpkin? I'm right here. I did wonder what the pumpkin was for. Hey, Scully. Don't go lying down for nappy time. It's too early for you to rest. Get up. I've been through a ton of irritating things because of you. So come on, stick it out. How else am I supposed to vent my frustration? What a crude, spiteful display of intimidation! Excellent, that's the Leona I know. I mean, it definitely helps him being intimidating the eye patch in this costume. Slash the fact that the entire costume makes him look like a mafia don. I stand no chance now, no matter what I do. If only there was some chance to make a dramatic comeback. Scully! We're here to help! It also helped, yes, it does also help that he's a lion. Yes. The teeth are a big part of it. And the eyes. And the general aura of power. That's... Lock, shock, barrel. Oh, what dependable helpers you are. Halloween hasn't turned its back on me yet. It's the Halloween prankster trio. None of them are terribly strong, but they're all extremely nimble. It was tough to handle Barrel by himself. All three of them plus Scully could be trouble. You might... I'm not sure about the bite force difference between lions and hyenas. And wolves. If Sebek was actually a crocodile, he'd have a hat in the ring there as well. But he's not actually a crocodile. I feel like hyenas might have a bigger bite force. Because don't they break bones? If I just started Googling hyena versus lion, the first autocomplete is bite force. So let's find out. Yes, hyena. Yeah. Hyena, definitely stronger. What do we do now, Leona? It seems the battle has just begun. Now, you lovely individuals, have a demonstration of what we true Halloween appreciators are capable of. It's true. We all love Halloween. Trick or treat. Yeah, I knew that crocodile would be the highest if Sebek was actually a crocodile. Because I know... Yeah, crocodiles have a huge amount of closing bite force, but almost zero opening, right? Like, you can hold a crocodile's jaws together fairly easily, because they don't open very strongly. They just close very strongly. Or was that alligators? Or is there that much of a difference? I'm not sure. Yeah! Whoa! May I ask what you're doing? Don't throw things at... Ouch! Ow! Why are you attacking me? They are your enemies, not me, Leona and Sebek! Capture them! Yeah, no, you're not the boss of us. Yeah. Those miscreants are tying rope around Scully. Why are they helping us all of a sudden? We did it! We got him! We captured Scully, Jamil! Yes, well done. Jamil? What are you doing here? No, never mind. Look! Why did you and the others side with Jamil? Didn't you promise we'd work together to craft the best possible Halloween? Oh, that's easy. We like Jamil better than you. Yeah, he's the only one who can give us orders. I don't remember making you any promises. No. Look, Shock and Barrel. You've all betrayed me? You prefer Jamil to me? That's just... orders? Wait, are they... Man, Jamil. Way to twist the knife. Scully's so devastated he's on the verge of tears. throw the poor guy a bone and explain the trick. You're so merciful, Leona. Personally, I think Scully deserves this much and more. But fine. What trick are you talking about? You can't reason with those three right now. You see, their minds are under my control. So it really is what I thought. Yes, it's my signature spell at work. Snake Charmer lets me control people who make eye contact with me. Hypnosis magic? You can use such sophisticated magic? I knew they were helping you, and I knew they were on this hill. Sorry, and I knew you were on this hill. So, I captured Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Then I turned them into pawns to make you lower your guard. I'd say they did the job pretty well, wouldn't you agree? Almost feeling bad for the guy now. Almost. But he did turn me into a pumpkin, so... That's so low. Low? I think you mean smart. And you wouldn't believe how much of a headache it was rounding the three of them up. Ha! Yeah! Their backs are against the wall. Now, Riddle. Off with your head. What's this color? It's so clunky. And heavy, like my head's been turned to stone. Now you both match me. You certainly gave us the runaround with all that leaping and hopping about. That's some incredible agility. If the others hadn't dispersed the ghosts, that would have taken even longer. Not that even an army of ghosts would last a second against me, of course. I trust this is what you wanted, Jamil? Yes, it is. Thank you, Riddle. Now then. What are you gonna do with us? Stay away! Come on, you two, we gotta get out of here! Easy there. Hey, let me go! Now that you've got heavy collars, you won't be able to flee like you could before. I've got a job for you three. Oh no, he's gonna read another poem at me! Someone, everybody help! It's not a poem. All of you, look into my eyes. Hmm? The one you behold is your master. When I ask you a question, you will answer. When I give you a command, you will assent. Snake Charmer. Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Who do you obey? We obey you, Jamil. That's right. Good answer. That spell never ceases to amaze me. Yes, I'm sure Scully won't be expecting anything of the sort. I can't wait to see the look of bewilderment on his face. All right, Lock, Shock, Barrel. It's time to pull one over on Scully. And that's why they tied me up? So, how does being betrayed and bound by people you... How does it feel being betrayed and bound by people you thought were your allies? You gave us no end of trouble. You're finished now, Scully. Ah! Easy there. You're free to yell, but don't expect help from any corner at this point. After all, you don't have a single person on your side here. That villainous smile practically oozes viciousness. That's the Jamil I know, dependable to the last. Not a single person. No allies. No companions. No one at all. See that, Scully? There's nowhere left to run. See that? Don't be absurd. Do you know how much it threw me off when I brought the pranksters here and saw a pumpkin speaking with your voice? You're way too prone to desperate gambits. You need to come up with proper plans instead. You were watching? You could have stepped in to help me. I saw Leona en route and figured it'd be fine to leave that part to him. Yeah. You guys all give me extra work. Especially you, freshman. He got bonked on the head. What? No. Not on the head, actually. Don't elbow me, human. My early intervention is the reason that we captured Scully before Halloween. Which means I deserve the credit for this. That's rich, coming from a guy who didn't do anything but get rescued. No kidding. Gonna take a solid scolding to get through his thick skull. Then again, I suppose I could always tell Malleus about the pitiful way he was rolling around when he was a pumpkin. Now that's an excellent idea. Don't you dare! If you do, there will be consequences! Yeah, it's definitely a team effort. Definitely a team effort. Yep. Looks like Scully's still got some fight in him. All elements. Okay. Right. So if I swap... I need to change the filter on this again. Right, if I've got Leona, and if I swap this for... Kind of heavy on the flora, but this will work. Especially when it says recommended level 33 and up. Everyone on this team is significantly higher level than that. No fair! Why are you a toddler now? No fair! No fair! Huh? Now he's throwing a temper tantrum like a literal toddler. Wow, Jared. I think you took the bullying a bit too far. Me? It's not like you weren't giving the guy a hard time either. I warned you that you were going overboard. Let this be a lesson to you both. no fair. Sebek, it's just not fair at all. Huh? Me? Sebek, what did you do to him? Apologize now. I didn't do anything half as bad as what you two did, I think. You've got someone like Malleus to admire. And a friend like Zero who's ready and willing to help you out. Companions like Leona and Jamil. But I've got no one. Why? Why am I the only person all alone? Wherever I go, even here, always, 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 always. Almost made myself actually cry, pretending to cry then. Skull, what's gotten into you? Calm down. Shut up! Whoa! He just broke free of his restraints with magic. He had that much power still in reserve. I have nothing. Lost Halloween, the thing I love most, as well as Jack Skellington, the one I revered above all others. Now I'm left with utterly nothing. I wouldn't be surprised if he overblotted. Yeah! Whoa! Look out! Run for it! Now he's slinging around magic at random. He's gone completely berserk. You people, how I envy you. Guys, stay sharp. Well, I guess maybe he probably doesn't have enough, no, fair! Scully won't calm down. No kidding, he's too angry. How low you've allowed yourself to fall, Scully. Okay. Water would be best, but I don't have that. Why am I so miserable? Why are you all so happy? Why? Why? Ow, that hurts! Cease throwing things at us! What a destructive tantrum, worse than lock, shock and barrel. So this is what Scully's like under his veneer. Sheesh. Talk about a wolf in sheep's clothing. Now there's no one with whom to share my lament. I'm entirely alone. I've had it with this guy and his ranting. Badger punk. His spells are no real threat on their own, but he could overblot if we aren't careful. What? Scully, your tantrum has gone on long enough. Cease this. What? Tell me what to do. Why are you talking like that? You've lost every shred of the dignity you previously exuded. Shut up! There's no point in trying to emulate Jack Skellington now. None of it matters anymore. All of you, go away! Leave me alone! Hey, Jamil. We need to knock him out and keep him from doing anything else stupid. And you can get a little rough if you have to. Sure beats him overblotting in this place. Understood. I won't pull my punches. I envy you, Sebek. I wish I could have kept believing in my ideal like you do. Scully. But I can't now. Halloween I'd always imagined. Jack Skellington I'd always imagined. Completely and utterly wrong. You stubborn fool! Sebek, wait! Ah! Living Bolt! Twice in one night, Sebek. Getting in the practice. Living Bolt! Too bright. Was that Sebek's signature spell? Yeah. How do you like that? Did that cool your head a little? Scully's collapsed. Did Sebek's signature spell do that? Again, with the reckless charging in. Don't you know how to wait? Silence, human! It had to be me. Hey, Scully. Nothing matters anymore. I can no longer believe in Jack Skellington, the person I once idolized. The man I'd imagined was nothing but an illusion. Reality is all too harsh. You're wrong. Believing in someone doesn't mean pushing your idea of what they should be on them. It means committing yourself to accept them as they are unconditionally. Committing myself? You would have me keep my mouth shut and just believe, simply obey like a fool even when things don't match my ideals. Don't put words in my mouth, you imbecile. Imbecile? Even on the off chance, the infinitesimally minute chance that my liege differed from my ideal of him. Even if he did something I couldn't agree with, or our paths diverged at some point, I would still accept that regardless. I would understand that it is also part of what makes him Malleus. I wouldn't immediately disavow him and act all righteously disillusioned the way you have. Differences of opinion are entirely separate from one's capacity for enduring admiration. I told you before that the question of whether you can adhere to your beliefs rests entirely in your hands. Your own personal shortcomings are what truly torment you. This is my fault? I simply loved Halloween, that's all. So I wanted to make everyone else appreciate it as well. I wanted us to all enjoy it together. But not a single soul played along. I love Halloween more than anything, and yet... Was I wrong? Was I approaching this all wrong? Oh, Mr. Skellington. He hates me now, doesn't he? Is Jack Skellington capable of hating people? How would I know? If you want answers, ask him yourself. Huh? I guess this would be Jack Skellington then, right? I heard the entire thing. Sorry, I heard the whole thing. Mr. Skellington! That freaked me out! A bolt of lightning went zap, then a flash of light went shoom, and I went... It made my eyes hurt. Oh, good. Looks like everyone's safely rescued. Your plan was for us to rescue the captives while you were leading the pranksters here. But it was much more aggravating than I could have expected. Aggravating? How so? Grim refused to leave the bathtub until he'd finished eating all the candy Scully gave him. Look, Scully said, please have some refreshments and make yourselves at home. It'd be rude not to finish such a generous gift, right? I'm stuffed. They were lounging around, having the time of their lives when we found them. It was really comfy. You've got nerves of steel, Kalla. We were worried sick, you know. And you wouldn't believe how hard it was to wake up Jack. How does anyone sleep that soundly? What a nice nap. It cleared my head right up. I feel great. You're a skeleton. Of course the inside of your head is clear. If you start interjecting every time he sets himself up for it, he'll never stop. Now then, Scully. These boys told me you kidnapped me in order to make the Halloween you wanted happen. Well, you see... Yes. That's exactly what I did. I wanted to defend my ideal Halloween and keep others from defiling it. And to that end, I abducted you, Mr. Skellington. I see. That's fantastic. What? Huh? That motivation, that passion, that love. Your feelings towards Halloween are the real deal, all right. Wow, I'm awestruck. A victim of abduction is praising his abductor's spirit. What magnanimity! Jack Skellington is a great man indeed. He's probably not even thinking about that. Hey, Skellington, are you seriously going to let Scully off the hook? Of course! Scully's passion for Halloween is incredible. How could I ever deny him that? But, Mr. Skellington, didn't you think my idea of Halloween was unacceptable? Huh? Did I say that? You did! You said that simply following tradition is just empty and that spending Halloween alone defeats the whole purpose of the day. Well, yes. Halloween is for everyone. It's not a day to spend alone. Halloween is there to strike fear into everyone's hearts equally. Screams should resound throughout the land, and all should cower in fear. It would be a huge bore otherwise. And Halloween has to keep evolving to achieve that. Repeating the same thing over and over just doesn't work. Evolving? Halloween is for everyone? Yes! I have to say, though, I'm amazed. I really respect you, Scully. Huh? Did I hear that correctly? You really respect me, Mr. Skellington? I certainly do. I never thought that anyone cared so much for Halloween outside of Halloween Town. I'm sure your love for the holiday is every bit as strong as mine, and I'm the Pumpkin King. You and I are a lot alike, you know, since we're both willing to go to any length for Halloween. Mr. Skellington! I was wrong. Halloween evolves. It scares everyone. I failed to understand that. I'm so sorry. I was iffy about simply letting someone off the hook for abduction. But it seems Jack's words hit him harder than any punishment could have. Yes, as long as he has his idol, I'm sure he won't stoop to such unbecoming conduct again. Isn't that right, my liege? Did you say something, Sebek? Oh, Jack, where are you? Is there anywhere we've forgotten to check? I looked in every mausoleum. We opened the sarcophagi. I tromped through the pumpkin patch. I peeked behind the Cyclops' eye, I did, but he wasn't there. What if we don't find him? What will become of this year's Halloween? Hear that? Ah! 0. Jack's back! Jack, I'm so glad you're safe. Where have you been? Wait, Scully, Jack's abductor is here as well. You scoundrel, it's time to sound the alarms. Relax, Mayor. Everything he did for Halloween. Really? Well, if that's your take on the matter, that's good enough for me. We can enjoy Halloween together, Scully. So easily swayed. I'm certain I have little room to talk, but it's rather concerning. It's true, you do have no room to talk. Despite Halloween Town's gloomy aesthetics, its residents are quite chipper. Oh, Jack! I'm so glad you're all right. I was worried sick. You were worried about me? Of course I was. Wow, thanks, Sally. But you don't need to worry anymore. See this? Not a bone out of place. And Halloween's still on track, right? It's almost time. Come on, everyone. We don't have a moment to spare. Let's get all the final prep work done. Yeah! Yeah, let's get everything ready. Just before Halloween. Yes, I think it's lovely. Then that's what we'll go with. Leech, Shroud, Fermier, what are you discussing? Ah, Malleus. We're going over final checks for the music. Well, Jade's way more knowledgeable about music than me, so I haven't been offering much in the way of input. But apparently getting feedback from lots of sources will lead to a better final product. I don't know much about music at all either, but I listened to what they played and gave them my impressions of it. Oh, music, That sounds fascinating. I've been curious about that strange stringed instrument as it happens. Oh yeah? We can play you a tune then. We'll play one of our favorites, a fitting song for a time of celebration. And a 1 and a 2. Oh, it's so sad. What is this? The song that plays when the female lead comes down with an incurable illness? It makes me feel so unsettled. It makes me think of a chicken choking on its food. My. Don't you think that's a tad bit insulting toward these esteemed musicians? Allow me to share my own interpretation. This song brings to mind children running through the plaza on a festival that happens but once a year. Is that what it's meant to depict? Jade, you're just making stuff up. That's exactly right. What? OMG, do you have ESP? How'd you get children or festivals out of that? I heard it the same way that Leech did. These are some truly exceptional musicians if they can evoke the same imagery in the minds of multiple listeners. I couldn't agree more. How intriguing. I'd like to hear more of your music, if you please. Then here's your next challenge. When did this turn into a quiz game? Somehow I doubt I'd ever get an answer right. The culinary side of things had me worried for a while, but this whole selection looks delicious. You managed to turn those ingredients into all this? Why, that's practically magic in and of itself. Astounding. Trey is the pride of Heartstable, and he worked on this personally. I absolutely couldn't have done it without Jamil, not to mention the people who helped gather all the ingredients. With you and Jamil cooking, I know I can safely expect good things. This I will happily eat without any concerns. I'm rather looking forward to this party. Everyone! Sally! I can't thank you enough for saving Jack. So we've heard. I assure you, you've said thank you plenty. But I really am grateful, and I wanted to channel that gratitude into something for you. So I made a soup. You made a soup? I did, yes. There's still some time before the party, right? I thought you might be hungry. Come have some while it's hot. Help yourselves. No, please. I have a very sensitive palate. That's rather rude. Oh, is it now? You're welcome to have some instead, Vil. No, what if I break out in hives? That seems rather rude to me. Oh, I know. I think my spoon's a little dented. Is there another one I could use? There's an issue with mine as well, Miss Sally. May I pick out a replacement spoon? Oh dear, I'm sorry. You're welcome to pick out whatever spoon you like from the cutlery box. Thank you, I'll just take... It's not here. What isn't? That one spoon, it's not here. Sally, what happened to the spoon with the holes in it? Oh, I keep that one in my sock. See? Why do you keep a spoon in your sock? Seems we have no choice but to resign ourselves to our fate. If I just picture it as a particularly potent medicine. All right, I'll do it. If I get food poisoning from this, I'll be making a claim with my traveller's insurance, separate world or not. I'm not sure if your traveller's insurance covers that. Guys. Alright, I'm in too. Here goes nothing. Huh? It's good. How? It tastes like a strawberry tart. Mine tastes like a selection of fresh fruits, all perfectly ripe. Ooh, a soup that tastes of exactly what you like the best, huh? Mine tastes as savory as a juicy steak. How am I getting this flavor from soup? Wait, I know what's going on here. You got me. I used my signature spell to change the flavor. It's Halloween, but everyone looked less than festive, so I acted on impulse. We might as well make this a fun party, right? Part of me questioned if it would be rude towards Sally, but it would be ruder to eat her food grudgingly, right? Trey! I'm proud to have such a capable vice housewarden, truly. An impeccable way to avoid potential conflict. You can be frighteningly tactful sometimes. I owe you an immense debt, Trey. How am I supposed to repay this? I'm glad you guys like it. That was delicious. May I have seconds? I'd like more as well. Likewise, it's good for one's metabolism to warm up with soup before a meal. Why, I'm flattered. Please, have as much as you like, but don't forget to save room for the party. I'm glad they're happy. And I only changed the flavour, not any of the actual ingredients. Oh well, look at the way they're smiling. Why spoil the moment? Trey's just like, if there's anything that's gonna hurt their stomachs, it's still gonna hurt. I need some more water. I will be right back. And I'm back. I guess it's time to go look at what's going on with the decorations team, I think. My legs are still asleep after I spent all that time stuck in a cold bathtub. If only I could chip in with the work, but nope, I can't. Grim, you were walking fine a minute ago. Are you speaking up on my behalf? What a kindly personage you are, but the fault rests with me. Allow me to express my remorse through actions. Oh, we got another kiss. Scully's doing the thing again. Grim, I shall carry you myself. Wait, what? I know this won't make up for what I've done, but I shall follow you everywhere and act as your hands and feet. No way, that'd just be a hassle. How about expressing your remorse materially instead, huh? Hey, Scully. If you're apologizing to Grim and Kalla, don't you owe me a few words as well? Sebek. Yes, so I do. I owe you my deepest apologies. I admired how strong and steadfast you were, yet at the same time I hated you a great deal. You're welcome to laugh at my foolishness in failing to understand my own heart. I certainly deserve it. But I hope that someday you'll find it in your heart to forgive me. Certainly, I forgive you, human. Wow, Sebek's being real nice. Hey, are you an imposter? Mind your manners, dire beast. If I don't show forgiveness here, my tolerance will be called into question. After all, Scully, aren't you beside yourself with envy of me? Being envied by someone as bold and spirited as you is rather flattering, actually. I suppose so, you lovely personage. I'm so pleased we were able to put this behind us and move forward amicably. I never said I'd permit that! I thought I heard someone smug yammering on. Do you really have any room to talk about owing people things? Are you accusing me of something? I saved you from danger, and I haven't heard one word of gratitude so far, much less an apology. Gratitude? Well, isn't my gratitude obvious? Certainly you can tell from my demeanor. No, not in the least. Hey, Jamil, you agree, huh? Absolutely. It was maddening watching Sebek constantly run off ahead with reckless abandon. Yet he hasn't said a word of thanks. Never knew Dear Somnia had someone so rude in it. Not you too, Jamil! Ah! You have my thanks. That is the quietest Sebek ever. That was so quiet. I never knew you could talk that quietly. A real Sebek could never keep his voice so low. You gotta be an imposter. We'd better find the real one. Silence, all of you! What delightful people these are. When I see them like this, it makes me think that maybe school isn't so bad after all. once we go back to Twisted Wonderland, Al. Make some friends? Ah, it's twist tune time! Twist tune time! I genuinely haven't looked, so I don't know if we're actually getting the actual song or not. I guess we'll find out. Ah, no! Curse the copyright. Enough about that. We need to finish decorating the plaza. All right. You were hanging banners, I believe? Yes. Malleus and myself finished them. With Ethel and Vil. Behold our magnificent banners. Those banners. You must be awestruck at their beauty, as you should be. These banners were crafted in the image of the dorms at our school. The noble dragon is the emblem of Diasomnia Dorm, the one to which Malleus and I belong. This one represents Savannah Claw, where Leona is the house warden. And this one is Scarabia, where Jamil belongs. Hey, I don't see Ramshackle represented. Look more closely. See the ghost, human, and cat playing together next to the Night Raven College school emblem? Oh, is that her? Half bad, Sebek. You agree, right, henchhuman? Yeah, thank you. Diasomnia, Savannah Claw, Scarabia, Night Raven College. What's wrong? Why are you muttering to yourself? Something bothering you? No, nothing, just... Oh, now I see. That's how it was. It was all, yes, of course. It truly was the hand of fate that steered me towards you lovely personages. Are you looking for another beatdown? Seriously, stop. I'm running out of wet wipes. Hey, everyone. It's time to start the countdown. Come join us. Hey, Jack's calling us over. Let's go. Is everybody ready? You bet, Jack. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! Through the best Halloween ever. Wouldn't you? I wish I knew the words properly, because then I could just sing it. And I can't believe they're not letting us listen to the boys sing. How rude. Curse you, copyright. Curse you. Yeah, quite long. I know in JP, didn't they only have it like in the game temporarily? Like, why couldn't we have had it in the game temporarily? Halloween is fear. Halloween is aspiration. Halloween is a nightmare of our own creation. The ideal I pictured was accurate, except there was more to it than what I imagined. What truly makes Halloween so marvelous is being able to share fear and joy with so many people. Only on Halloween do we experience such fright and delight. Wait, so we're only getting it temporarily on the English side as well, and yet they couldn't give us the actual vocals? That's like the worst option. Only on Halloween do we experience such fright and delight. I'll spend the rest of my life spreading the word in Twisted Wonderland that Halloween is lively, loud, and lavish. Great Halloween, everyone! I believe it was our most horrible yet. Thank you, everyone. And a very special thanks to our guests from Twisted Wonderland. It really was a wonderful Halloween. I've never had such a raucous, giddy Halloween. I'm just glad it all went off without a hitch. You fellows from Twisted Wonderland have breathed new life into Halloween Town. I couldn't be more grateful. Glad to hear it, so... The deal's still on, right? The deal? You said that if we made Halloween a success, you'd help us find a way home. Oh, you want to go back to your world? Obviously. Really? But you could stay and help out with next year's Halloween. Exactly. What's the harm in staying for just one more year? Halloween Town's a fun place, you know. I'd be willing to share some of my scientific insights. Now, everyone, a deal's a deal. Where was that door to the human world? Hold on just a minute while I go look for it. That was too close. I was so shocked and angered I was ready to come to blows. Ditto. Good thing we got that commitment from Jack Skellington to start with. No kidding. Yeah, Nick, I'm looking at the Twisted Wonderland website itself. Yeah, the news article for when this book released says, the Twist tunes featured in this event are only available for a limited time. Once the event ends on November 9th, they will no longer be playable. This story Twist tune has the following restrictions: cannot be replayed from story archives, will not be added to the Twist tune selection from the home screen, does not provide any rewards. There you go. I can't believe they would do that and also not let us have the vocals. Really? Really? It's like, that's how it worked on the JP side, but at least they had vocals. Just the worst option, removing the vocals and taking it away. I do not understand. Anyway. No kidding. At least now we can finally go home.
Going back home means I'll finally be free of you. Ah, those puppy dog eyes aren't gonna make me feel bad, so don't even...
This is goodbye, huh?
Finally, I was sick and tired of having him follow me around everywhere.
Grim, we would have never found you without Zero. Don't be impolite. Zero, you are a fine helper indeed. Very well done. Yeah, it's definitely a licensing thing. Definitely. Boo, licensing, boo. I guess it's because there's very specific, like, licensing things for songs and stuff or something, right? Getting attached to Sebek, Zero. Guess there's no accounting for taste. How can you smile while uttering such insults? I think they're a good pair, actually. Sebek looks more dependable than usual with a trusty companion by his side. Yeah, I can see it. Good for you, Sebek. You finally look like you belong in those clothes. Yeah. At first, they were the only thing about you that seemed remotely upstanding. Is that how you see me? No need to bristle, it's a compliment. We're saying you look good in that suit now. Oh, these two make everything so difficult. Jack Skellington, have you found that door yet? I'm glad I watched someone's video of the twist tune when it came out in JP, so at least I've heard it with vocals. It. You should be able to go home to your world through this mausoleum. You want us to go into a mausoleum? Like that's a totally normal, not scary at all thing to do? Sir Skellington, are you sure there's no other way? I think it would take me a year to come up with any alternatives. Then this door is our only option. You're sure this leads to Twisted Wonderland? It would be rather unpleasant if it didn't. If it doesn't lead elsewhere, it would simply be a grave, potentially one with a prior occupant. Please don't creep me out like that. It won't be the same around here without you. You're always welcome to visit again. Mr. Jack Skellington, the master of fright, ruler of the night, the Pumpkin King who reigns supreme over Halloween. Meeting you has been such an honor. It was a blast for me too, Scully. You love Halloween every bit as much as I do. So I bet you could become the king of Twisted Wonderland's Halloween. Mr. Skellington, I shall spread your idea of Halloween far and wide throughout Twisted Wonderland. I expect great things. Thank you. Ah, my idol, please continue being exactly who you are forevermore. A kiss for Jack. Well, we can't stand around balking forever. I'm going in. It's been lovely, Jack. Here's hoping we see each other again someday. Well, time for some Moxie. It was fun. Thank you to everyone in Halloween Town. This was an invaluable experience. I hope you'll pay Twisted Wonderland a visit sometime. Yes, likewise. We would return the hospitality you've shown us tenfold. I've had enough Halloween Town to last a lifetime, so peace, signing off. Sir Skellington, you've taught me much about proper gentlemanly conduct. I hope we meet again. Everything was shocking, but it was also really fun in its own way. Thank you for everything. Skellington, everyone else, thank you for your hospitality. Until we meet again. Ah, my liege! Wait for me! Well, it won't do for us to just stand here. We're the only ones left. Let's go, Scully. Scully, what's wrong? You're not moving. This is it. It's finally time to say goodbye. What's all this now? Must you be so dramatic about everything? This door leads to Twisted Wonderland. It's just going to transport us all back to Foothill Town. You should visit our school sometime, Scully. Not that you'll be able to. No, I can tell. I don't think I'll ever meet you lovely personages again. But we can always see each other whenever we like on Halloween. This was a genuinely delightful Halloween. Thank you, everyone. What are you getting all emotional for? Come on, everyone in the grave. You don't have to shove... Whoa! Thanks, everybody. Skeleton, thank you for hosting us. Give my regards to the others as well. It's been a wild 4 days, but thank you for a fun Halloween. That's everybody. Later. I love how Leona stayed to the end to make sure everyone got back. Look at Leona doing his job. Looking after us. See you around sometime, Pumpkin King. Goodbye, everyone. Sorry, goodbye, everybody. Happy Halloween! The end. Except it's not the end. It's only the end of being inside the book. Will the exploits in this book be remembered? Because what happened with Stitch was forgotten about, right? If I recall correctly. Where am I? Where are we? Wow, all this colour now. I've gotten so used to desaturated everyone. Foothill Town. Right. We went to the second-hand book fair and... what happened after that? Again? Whatever it was, I recall it being thrilling and delightful, but it's all terribly fuzzy. I vaguely remember being someplace rather dark and gloomy. Yeah, all the colour is bright. Yep. Yeah, it is. It's like, ooh. Ooh. Colour. Yeah, the port seems awfully bright for some reason. Which is weird for somewhere I'm so familiar with. Ah, Trey's having the same problem. Personally, I'm kind of struck by how colourful everyone looks. It's strange. Our school uniforms seem out of place somehow. Like we were just wearing something else. Who? Where? Huh? It appears we all have a strange gap in our recollection. myself included. And you, King Scholar? Yeah, I've got nothing. My head's all fuzzy, can't remember a thing. And for some reason, I feel like that furball made a real mess of things.
What? I ain't done nothing. Don't go pinning anything on me.
Yeah, I feel like you did, Grim. Is there anything suspicious around us? Seemingly not. So all of us lost consciousness and we're not sure why. That should be terrifying, but for some reason. I know what you mean. For some reason, it's not raising my hackles or bothering me. Is this everyone? It's the usual group, Malleus et al. But is that truly everyone? I feel as though someone else was present. Did anyone else just hear something that sounded like a smooching noise? Yeah, I did, Jamo. Yeah, the back of my hands started itching. Gives me the creeps. Whatever happened, it was weird. Let's all head back to school. Right. Did we just get kissed by a ghost? Ah, Kalla and Grim, welcome back. Wait, are you leading a parade? Did you all go on a merry outing together? Am I witnessing a miracle? Trey and I just happened upon the others. Even if we had all gone out together, it's nothing to make a production out of. What are you up to, sir? You're carrying something big there. Why, I'm so glad you asked. No, you shouldn't have asked him. Now he's going to rope us into something. You see, I was rearranging the storage room and happened to find this old portrait. Have a look. The person here is from well before my tenure at Night Raven College. He graduated centuries ago. Halloween was a relatively minor event once upon a time, but he raised awareness of it all over the world. They say he built the foundation of the modern Halloween you enjoy each year. Yeah, I kind of figured that one. It's a loop. We created a loop. We only know about Halloween because that's how it's done now, but he only knows about it because we taught it to him. Oh no! Oh no! It's a closed loop. Where did Halloween actually come from? His name was Scully J. Graves. They called him the King of Halloween. He's the reason Halloween is so enjoyable for all of us now. Imagine this incredible individual is your upperclassman, albeit many generations of students removed. Doesn't it stir your pride, your delight? It certainly makes me proud as the school's head mage.
Why are you proud of someone from ancient history? Ain't got nothing to do with you.
It most certainly does. He's a pride and joy of our school. I've not heard any of this before. It's understandable that you haven't. He wasn't terribly fond of taking center stage. As I understand it, he devoted the entirety of his efforts to traveling the world and celebrating Halloween each year. So there are hardly any photos or portraits of him left. meaning this one is quite a rare find. And since I dug it out of storage, I thought it might be nice to hang it up in the school during Halloween and brag about it. What's the matter, everyone? You're all positively riveted to this painting. Are you truly that awestruck? I suppose? I've never seen him before, but I feel like I know him. When I see that smug face, for some reason I keep picturing the guy bawling his eyes out. I know just what you mean, which is strange considering this is the first I've ever heard of a King of Halloween. You know, somehow seeing this portrait makes me more eager for Halloween than usual. Goodness, really? I suppose rare portraits have an impact all their own. Yes, sir. I'll do everything I can to ensure Halloween at Night Raven College is as fun and lively as it can be. You're a regular simpleton. At least that's what I'd normally say. But you know what? I'll chip in too. I'm in the mood for some dumb fun anyway. Neither of you will get the chance. After all, I shall make this Halloween more lively, loud, and lavish holiday than anyone has ever seen. Well, you're certainly good at doing the loud part, Sevek. I swear it by the King of Halloween. The end. Completely the end this time. Ooh. Question mark? I am tempted to object to the appearance of something very Christmassy at the beginning of November, but that ship's already sailed. I was in the Disney store in London on Saturday and they were playing Christmas music. I've already heard All I Want for Christmas Is You. It was the 1st of November. It's far too early. Not too early.
なんで髪を縛らないのか。
これぞハロウィン。夢にまで見た異世界転生来たと思ったけど、なんか想像と違う。
Idiot. Oh man. Oh, I don't know. It bothers me that I don't have the Trey SR. So I'm like tempted to make a pull. But I also want to wait till Leona's comes back around again. No. No, I need to keep, and I need to keep my full collection of SRs. That's important. One temple, please, for God's sake, Trey. Please. Just come home in this temple, please. Imagine no Trey for the Sevek. No! Why would you try to speak that into being? I mean, to be honest, I'll take a Sebek. I don't have an SSR Sebek. Is this Trey? Yay! Hooray! Literally the first pull.
これぞハロウィン。早く学園に帰らないとな。今タルトの生地を寝かせているところなんだ。
Is this another tray? It's another tray! Tray number 3? Tray number 3! Tray number 4? Am I going to fully uncap this SR in one 10 pull? Can we get one more tray? One more tray! Yay! Full uncap! Full uncap! Full uncap! That's hilarious! That is hilarious. Well, that was a fun way to end that, wasn't it? I really hope that Leona comes home, please. Please. Anyway, we'll finish it there then, obviously. Thank you very much for coming. It's been fun. If you're new here and you've enjoyed your time, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can also follow me on social media, which is linked in the description box. The streaming schedule goes up both over on social media and over here on YouTube in the posts tab of the channel. The next scheduled stream is Wednesday 7 PM for some more Pokemon Legends CA. Hope to see you then, or another time. Once again, thank you very much for coming, and this is Kalla signing out. See ya! Bye bye!